So Osmo and Milan, who are on that high ground in the edge of the zone, aren't able to put any shots towards them, even if they wanted to. But there is another team up on the high ground getting a little bit of knock damage there as Milan now will look skyward. And that is a long rotation, pretty much max length there for 6th zone. And you see automatically everyone taking to the sky.
A lot of rippers up in the air, 2 different stages of high ground up right now. Not sure if the other one dropped down. Osmo, Milan, people in front of them, a trap coming down, metal and brick being built to make sure the foundations are secure. They do have a lot of shields. Osmo now boxed up, making sure he's 100 for that rotation. It is a long one. As you said, Sundown, we're going to be moving in a pressure plant. Geysers up for play. They're going to be looking at a mid-ground rotation as they do not have ultimate height just yet. A launch pad coming in. Osmo going up, seeing if he can contest or go for a low ground position. He's going to go low, get his shields knocked out. Milan on the low ground now. Yeah, they're looking to get to the far side of the zone, box up, and then immediately turn. And you already see the changes in the loot pool being so blatant in terms of what players are carrying. So many more shields, whether it's the big pots or the chug splashes being prioritized here, which is allowing people to be up there. But as you see in the top left, players are just dropping non-stop because of this rotation. But Milan now posted up in a great power position in the zone, gets the knock onto Hexus, 1Z there, and then gets another one back-to-back to Elims right away, and they're going to be able to get a decent amount of loot being on the side with not bad storm priority either. Yes, that jump pad that was used saved them so many mats, got them in such a good position to get that low ground tunnel off, get that vantage point secure and cut off at the end of the day. Very dope. Now they're going to be moving in onto the same layer at the moment. Still have a lot of heals and another launch to boot, and their mat management is so amazing. Still have 700 mats on the rotational person, Osmo. But they got separated. Well done for Osmo to clean it up, but that's so crucial, losing your duo from effectively full HP because you want to tunnel out and save mats. It's great to have those extra resources, but it's not worth losing the duo, particularly as you're starting to close in on that side of the key. You need every possible list, trying to do everything they can.
Perdón.
Goes down, Star Peak goes down, Schmecky.
Hasta luego, Secretosmo. Cuando acabe esta partida ya echamos las finales nosotros, que vienen siendo partidas normales, pero bueno, que cuando acabe esta partida vamos para jugar nosotros. Que ya os digo que yo con teclado ratón no sé como estos, bueno, comando tampoco. Yo creo que va a ganar Secretosmo y Secret Milen. Nada mío.
Right back, 115 to the face. Flutter Boys, did you hear that? That's Osmo coming for your spot, doing everything he can. 8 players left, 6 duos remaining, and there it is. Spoiler goes down, so we have our top 5. It's all about the Elims for victory. Brilliant from
Sí, gana Osmo.
Back out into the storm, gets to Mir, gets the minimum amount of builds, gets all 13 of them, but still.
Osmo me mató una vez en partida, como anécdota. Bueno, se bajó a mí y a toda mi squad. Pero bueno, es que era normal como juego están, sin materiales. Uy, qué joder. Me cato. Pues no, no gana Osmo.
Jurg making sure his lair is secure. Pepper up on the mid-ground lair. Imagine getting pressure now. Pepper on low HP. Imagine taking storm damage to get his heals up on a trap. It's his though. He moves in. Pepper going down.
Vale, es que si no...
Who gets dropped into the zone, gets a quick pickup from Risk, taking that risk, getting the reward. Jurg now on a lot of HP and shield, not taking tick step. Imagine with the surprise factor low on mats, can he get it done? 3 left for him. Or Elims, he tries for the 50-50, but Jurg comes in. S2V wins at the end of the day.
¿Quién ganó? ¿Este quién es? Si esto no lo conoce ni su madre. Bueno, pues nada. Yo quería que hubiera ganado Osmo. A ver de esta quién gana. La de esta va a ganar Hostia, pues que... No, si soy sincero, no conozco a ninguno que hay aquí. Bueno, este no se va a editar, ¿qué pasa? Nah, me aburro. Damos a recreativo un momento. Secar un poco la construcción. Y ya vámonos. Ya vamos a partida normal. Me sale el nombre, tío. Nah, chavales. Que se noten esos likes. Let's go, bitches. Vale. Ahí se flipar. Mi isla. Iniciar. Venga. Vamos a construir aquí un poquito. Espérate, que cuando acabe ya te he dicho que... ¿Qué pasa ahora, tío? Noto la sensibilidad muy alta, también te digo. Oye, nah. No, volar no, que tarda media hora en bajar. A ver. Joder. Estoy frío, ¿eh? No, para editar no estoy ahora mismo. Vale, vámonos para partida normal. Tengo la sensibilidad muy alta.
Stop and make mistakes and capitalize
Kazuna.
on everything as it did on the Stinks before as well.
That was a huge swing, puts them up to 7 eliminations and into the top 15. That was a 5-point bonus right there for this duo and into 30 points, up into the conversation. You can see Shaw then gets the knock onto Waste as everyone gets sent down on ultimate high as Nura is trying to work upwards and get some form of connection. He has the next lowest heart rate. He's just going to drop down and say, whatever. Here's all those heals and the utility we talked about as we close in on the next placement threshold. 11 duos left, 14 players, so a lot of solo riders, 8 of them hanging out, while only the 3 full duos.
No challenges coming on from height either, which allows Shaw to get these easy pressure picks with this gold scar. These guys making sure their rotations are perfect. While Boom now going down. When you have this time, when you have the Pro-Am weekend to prepare your loadout, your loot path, you get these big loadouts that are gold, all the heals you need. Another knock coming in from Nirwa. they're just tearing on this high ground at the moment.
They're doing brilliant, making sure they're getting good angles, but some shots going up finally going to force them. And that's one thing we talked about. Uncontested high ground is great until somebody from the low ground decides to take notice of you. You are the only one raining down the shots. However, cover yourself up and just reset. You'll get that advantage back. As you can see, Neuron Shah doing a brilliant job of this, but look at the chaos on the low ground. Right now, you have Neuron in your top right, Scribdoggy in your bottom right. The rest of the action on the left side as Nali gets taken down by Kazuna, and we have our top 5, so it's all about the elims and the victory wrap as Violinin finds Fixie right after he gets past the 3 duos left. Drop down ends up coming through. Scribdoggy will he find it, but instead Nurok comes in late to the party, cleans up 1, cleans up 2, and that is it. Shah and Nurok take home the victory royale, 10 eliminations, 44 points, putting them in contention again. We're into the final hour of Europe. We're right there. These are the matches that decide those last spots. 4 are up for grabs, Shai. That's it, 4 left.
It's all around the world, man. Low, mid, and height, everything getting contested. Juice to milk for eliminations on every single layer. And Shah and Nirwa just played it perfectly there. We see the chaos of all these builds, all these layer switches, people just trying to survive. It is the last week as well. Everyone's just trying out their honed strategies over these 9 weeks of preparation. They've had solos and duos. A lot of people splitting up, playing with new duos as well. We've seen that a lot in NA East, as well in EU. As we get into this next game, Issa and Camo on the low ground.
Yep, and you can see that controller duo trying to represent and do everything they can. Issa having already qualified for the solos, Camo trying to find his way to New York City. Can they make it? And this is actually one of the thinnest end games we've seen so far, with 39 players left, still 22 duos, so a little more action going on the mid game. As you can see, Representative Issa and Camo's 8 elims right now. Super impressive, and there you go. Finally now into that last hour. 3rd time was the charm, 56 minutes remaining. And again, if you are just joining us and it's one of your first weekends watching, it is 3 hours or 10 matches. The semifinals were played yesterday, and the qualifying spots are in the top right. We have already seen the BES duo advance out of Oceania, and the Trigger QQ duo from Vietnam take home the spot out of Asia. Which 4 will join them in Europe? And who do you got your eyes on, Shai?
For me, at the moment, I think that Shah is just playing amazingly right now. I also think that there's going to be a lot of chances for Camo and Issa to pop off as well. They've been up and down in the leaderboards at the moment, but as we can see over here, these high elim games, if you get 1 or 2 pop-offs, you're right back into the running. There is only an hour left, but everyone's already experienced in playing their 10 games, knowing that, hey, if we're behind 2 or 3 games, we can play a little bit aggro here and then catch up with those big placement types of games later on. So hopefully these guys and their game plans work out. We'll see what's up right now. A little bit of a sneaky game coming in, a 4-gun loadout, which we don't see too much from Issa, with combats, ARs, drum guns, a very AR-heavy medium ammo loadout. Low people as well on mid at the moment. A lot of calmness. When there's not too many people in the server, you have these stalemate moments where a lot of people get to have a lot of information. Now, this is good for 2 reasons. One, the people who are boxing up know a lot of things about one another. But the bad part about it is that if everyone has information on everyone, there's so many more sightlines that get abused and used for eliminations left and right around the whole map.
Yeah, it's much harder to manufacture eliminations in this circumstance because everyone is used to playing. And it's kind of nuts that we've gotten to the point in Fortnite where 39 people in a 5th circle is like, oh yeah, you know, that's not that dense. You know, it's fine. You got some room to move around and work with. But like, normally the reason people say play for late is because when you get so chaotic, if you are deliberate and you're able to get your rotation down, you will get opportunities to pick off other players. And you can see there just how aggressive these guys have been. 1,102 damage above the Storm Surge threshold. Again, that will turn off once we get down to below 30 players. As you see the launch pad come out, no bonks there. Thought about challenging for height instead. Gonna go far side of the zone and box up and turn.
Camo now missing his partner, actually. They finally get together once again. He's going to be boxing up, waiting for any elims to happen. These guys have 8 elims together in total. Heavy Snipe coming into onto the box as well in front of him. No follow-up, though, as it's not possible. These guys are on split layers, although that's very good for sightlines and different vantage points. Sometimes the synchronization can get desynchronized when you're not together with your duo partner.
Stay with your buddies. Particularly, it's week 10. Come on. Like, how many times, like, unless your name is Mongrel, like, trying to just 1v2 the rest of the lobby generally hasn't worked out for a lot of players. And right now, Issa and Camo recognizing that, getting back together, still on 8 elims, and now they're going to try and kind of level out the loadout Interesting to see him dropping the heavy sniper in favor of still running the double AR, but I'm Trash living up to his name there as Issa just blasts him with the combat shotgun. Can't poke there, can't challenge against one of the best players out of Europe. Gets the conversion over, and we're closing in on that top 15.
Very, very smooth build over there to get right back up to his partner. But no, these guys are split now. Issa going on for a 1v1. Camo getting a nice low tier or low ground lockdown on his enemy. Max going down on 60 hertz. You gotta up those hertz, but you guys see these people coming. Camo moving around. Issa popping off on his lair as well. These guys are owning the whole server, making sure everything's getting shredded down on numbers. Ash going down as well. The finish is coming out. These guys have collectively done so much damage. Drop-offs. It's chaos. Mods going down. What's happening over here, Sunday?
15 elims now. He just ran up to 15 elims, and notice how he's constantly checking his side. Can make it 16. Zaito goes down as well. Who says you need a teammate? He says, Mongrel, who? My name is Ghost Issa, and I'm here to make a play. Camo's in a box. What's in a box? It's the Ghost duo. They want to make it to New York City. They want to go together. One isn't enough as we're closing in on the top 10. 38 points so far, 17 elims. They're already on 22 points just from this match, but they will not stop yet. There's still chaos going on. Pushes forward. Jexy goes down. Trap gets armed right next to him, and they're into the top 10. Issa picks up another one on the high ground. They're on 19 now. He needs to circle back around and find the zone, and he finally does. Narshni goes down. Delay goes down. Top Boy goes down. Closing in on top 5, and he finds it. Jinsen goes down as well. 6 left. Release him.
Are their health bars working? They haven't taken any damage that's significant at all. Still both alive on separate. They're playing solos. Guys, you queued up for the wrong mode. It's 9th circle, 8 people alive, both on separate layers. Still 3 stinks available for pressure, doing their own thing. Back-to-back intensive goes down. The workout's too much for him. Another sting going on height to help out his buddy. Issa on low HP. Camo, finally these guys are getting put in check. Issa taking stinks. 1 HP. He goes down. Can Camo clutch up? A mini coming up. The enemy pops in with a heavy sniper. Mark bringing down their big rain, but so many eliminations as we move on to the last 1v1. Alphen up with Mark going and bullying the last solo player left alive. Issa's big rain going down. Camo also going down as well. Alphen with a big combat shotgun pop shot. Intensive 8x finally going down as well. They secured the elim points. They secured the victory royale as well. But Camo and Issa, holy moly.
That was
Hostia, a ver. Vamos... Barneo picados, precisamente. Dame un arma. Joder. Uf, qué malos. Qué mala gente. Ni un tiro dado. Vale.